Yo, tubers, we back for some more drafting here on Arena. This is going to be uploaded on the day of the Arena Open Day 2, so good luck to anybody, and congrats if you made Day 2. Best of 3 draft if you're playing. Anyways, we got to open a Life of Toshiro Umezawa here. Best card in the pack by far. Yeah, not really much else to say. You probably all know how much I love this card. Splash for it a lot as well. Passing Twisted Embrace is probably the second best card, so maybe slightly awkward passing another good black card, but ain't no way I'm passing the Life of Toshiro here. Yeah. Go from there. Mech Titan Core, huh? I don't like this card. If this was any artifacts and not artifact creatures and or vehicles, I think there would be playability to this. As it is, not a card you should take very high. I mean, it's a fine vehicle, 2 mana, 2/4, crew 2, whatever. But the ability just is too hard to do. Anyways, here we have a couple options. Geothermal Kami is a fantastic one that's really gone up in value. Fantastic role player. Spirited Companion, another great 2-drop, and the Imperial Oath. I think Imperial Oath is actually the strongest of those 3 choices, but that being said, this is the card that tends to get passed around most frequently. So I think I'm going to take the Companion here and go from there. Don't expect anything to wheel, but happy with just taking the dog. Ooh, and now we get ourselves a nice 3rd pick Generous Visitor. That is a sign post uncommon for sure. We've already taken 2 uncommons, or sorry, 2 enchantments as it is. And Visitor is just way too good to pass here. Only other close card is maybe the Preserver. Intervention's fine, land is fine, but that's a big sign if we're getting that one 3rd pick, so. Oh darn, looks like I'm Abzan enchantments again. Woe is me, would be a real shame if I drafted a really good Abzan enchantment deck. 4th pick, this is pretty surprising. The pack must have been very good. 2 of the other uncommons are gone and the rare is gone, so maybe that's not super surprising that we're getting a 4th pick Circuit Mender. Remember, any pack that has an uncommon Saga has 4 uncommons in it, so 2 uncommons gone and a rare gone. Happy to take this. Obviously, you just play it in any deck. Passing a Repel, Rebuke. Even the Journey is an okay wheel if we get it, but easy circuits there. Into what I think is just a very, very easy land choice. You always want to stay open in this draft environment, and yeah, lands are just fantastic pickups anyway. There are a ton of good utility cards that you want to splash for. And even going, 5 color, if you haven't already realized, is perfectly reasonable. Passing a Mechanaut is fine, Kami Flare is fine, although this has come down super far in my opinion. So many better removal spells, but yeah, Bloodfell Caves, easy choice. Damn, got excited for a second, thought this was going to be one of the good green enchantments, good green sagas. The Dragon Kami Reborn is not good. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, just no. We're going to take the Tales of Master Sashiro here and just pass this along. Not much to say. Best card in the pack. Easy peas. Good start so far. Long Reach of Night, 7th pick. So remember, this is fixed now. It's not as good as it used to be, but the way it was before, it was actually bugged. So, if you have no creature, you can choose to sacrifice a creature, even if you don't have one. Otherwise, you do discard a card. But still good enough. Good value. And take that. Wield a... Oh, not even a wheel. This is an 8th pick Repel. Seems good. Another fantastic removal spell that I've really come up on in this format. Obviously, infinite enchantments in the format, and also has the versatility of being able to kill a lot of the non-enchantment big creatures. 9th pick Commune. Looks good to me. Already have 4 enchantments, and obviously it finds lands, so it does a little bit of double duty work. It's a great start to a draft. Been doing some solid work here the last few days. I think we've trophied 4 of the last 5 drafts now. So yesterday's draft video, if you didn't catch that one, is one that you're gonna want to watch because it. Let's just say it's a Kami War kind of day, and it was a fun one. But get a Bearer of Memory here on the wheel. I've not been a huge fan of the Historian's Wisdom. It's like fine, but especially in my 3+ color decks, I just don't think you want that kind of card. Let's see. Today is what, the 25th? I guess it'll be 26 for you all. Oh no, 27th when this gets uploaded, but anyway, Storyweave. So I've actually found Storyweave to be surprisingly useful as well. Not only as a combat trick, but if your deck has a bunch of sagas, which I think I already have, what, 3 or 4, then you can get people really nice with this one. Like mid-combat, turn your Tales of Master Sashiro into the 5/5 immediately. Life of Toshiro, you can immediately get the flip side as well as getting some extra combat trick potential. So while I don't think you want to run Storyweave every single time, it's actually better than maybe initially given credit for. Late Tamiyo's Safekeeping, another pretty solid one, actually. Always like to have one of those in my green decks. And we move on to pack number 2, where we open a Touch the Spirit Realm and a Fall of Lord Kanda. Both solid. In fact, there's another 3-mana enchantment here that's in white and a removal spell. So 3 white, 3-drop removal spells in the pack. Touch going to be the most powerful among them. Hopefully we're going to wheel the Season, the Fang, or the Grove Archer, because I don't think... I mean, maybe the Fall of Lord Kanda wheels, but I don't expect the Arrest to wheel. That seems like a fine choice. Don't have any Abzan fixing yet, kind of sad. No Tanukis, no Blossoming Sands, no Scoured Barrens, no Jungle Hollows. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I guess I only have, what, 2 black cards right now, so we'll see how that goes. Ooh. This does look like a deck that might want the Brilliant Restoration. I don't like this card. I think it's usually worse than just Season of Renewal. But it's the beginning of pack 2. I'm losing out on a Haven and a Disciple here, but I think we can try to make that work. I'm not too concerned about the quad color. In fact, in some of my decks, I've had 2 of the invokes, 2 different invokes, so wow, what a great pack this is here now too. Spirited Companion, another Kami, Embrace, Raid, Haven, Completion. Wow, 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 wow. I think we just have to go with the Companion here over the Twisted Embrace for now. It's another really solid 2-drop that goes well with the Restoration, so... It might not be as strong as Kami or Embrace, but it gives us the most synergy. This card is okay. And, like, I'm building the right deck to play this, but I've never really cared for it. In fact, it probably wheels, would be my guess. I think the smart choice is here, just 100% the Blossoming Sands. Fixing is key. You're going to end up with enough playables. As we pick up a Fade into Antiquity here, very easy. I'd play up to 3, maybe even 4 of these. I've only had up to 3 before once, and I played all 3 of them, and they were always great. Nice pack again here. We're going to take the Spinning Wheel Kick over the Kami, but man, I really hate the fact now that I've passed 3 of these Geothermals and haven't taken any of them. I guess that's what pass means, but Spinning Wheel Kick has been one of the surprise all-star cards that I didn't initially like in this format. And then it just, every time I cast it, it feels unbeatable. Now, I don't have the cards that really go with the Wheel Kick right now. We're missing the Tanukis. I have no Snakes. I'm missing a lot of, like, even the geothermals would be good enough with it, but still early enough in pack 2 that picking up some cards that will go well with it isn't too bad. I might actually be another spinning wheel kick here. Wow, wow, wow. The second spinning wheel kick is probably worse than the second fade into antiquity, given what I already have. I almost have too much removal if that's a thing, but so be it. Like, we have the life, we have the kick, we have the double fade, we have the spirit realm, we have the repel. Pretty sad pack here for us. Let's just cut off a white signal card. Passing a bunch of red cards. Reactor's fine, Mechanaut's good. Whatever. Clearly not. We're not playing those. Should be getting some stuff on the wheel. At least we're definitely hoping we're getting some stuff on the wheel. Okay, Bamboo Grove Archer is good. Let's take that over the Season of Renewal since we already have the Brilliant Restoration. And these fill similar roles. Nice. Golden Tail Disciple also wheeled. Usually I would just take the Windscarred Crag here, even though we don't have a red card moving into pack 3, but again, the enchantment creatures, pretty important right now. Only one piece of fixing still, kind of unfortunate. 9 enchantments, 1 artifact for this. Ah, perfect, okay. So, Haven, another really fantastic pickup, but I'm not going to take the chance of passing another Kami. If I don't take this one now, I might not see one in pack 3, and I'd be really, really upset, given how many good cards we already have with it. These are not actually necessary. I'll take the Rebuke, but we're not going to play it. We're not going to play any of those cards. Rebuke would just be straight up worse than our spinning wheel kick, and we already have tons of removal anyways. Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. You'd be surprised, but that card is actually not that impressive. So don't even want to consider taking it here. It looks like we may be not even going to end up splashing at the end of the day. We have a Preserver here, another Arrest, another Tales of Master Sashiro. I think here we want the Preserver. Gosh, who am I? Am I just playing 2 colors in this format? Might be. But yeah, I think we want the creature here instead of the next removal spell. And if we do go 2 color, that's going to make the Brilliant Restoration a little bit easier to cast. Preserver also really nice with the wheel kick, gives us another 4 power creature. Next chance at Glory, what do we got? Azusa's Many Journey, that's fine. Careful Cultivation, that's decent. Harmonious Emergent is fine. I think here I like taking the Cultivation. It's an enchantment that goes to the graveyard really easily, because normally you're just going to be channeling this away. It's a decent pickup. Maybe not second pick, but good enough, I think. Yeah. Yikes. Bad pack here for us. I don't think we want any of these cards. Jukai Trainee is a fine green card standalone, but it just doesn't have any synergy in this deck. That's always my issue with the Jukai Trainee. It just doesn't have synergy. So, is there a chance that I splash like Modern Age or Specialist? Unlikely, but possible the Modern Age. I think it's better than taking Trainee by a lot, so. Ooh, Gloom Shrieker. That is a card I will definitely consider splashing. And remember, I already have the Life of Toshiro and the Long Reach of Night. We're passing a 3rd Fade and a Grafted Growth to do so. Let's do it. Let's have a little fun. There was also a Reliquary land there, too. Alright, this pack has absolutely nothing for us. I mean, this is also the right deck for Regent's Authority, but this is another card I don't think I've ever played. Not that I'm saying it's bad, it's just I haven't played it. Shrine Steward, what does that get me? Is it just... Oh, actually, no, I don't have any arrests. So Shrine Steward doesn't do anything here? I have one aura. What is it? Wait, what is my aura? What am I missing? I'm going crazy here. I don't think we want the Roaring Earth, do we? Maybe we do. How can I not see what aura I have? Oh, I have the... Okay, the Careful Cultivation. Yeah. If I had the Arrest, the Steward would have been worth it, but I don't, so... That's fine. Another Careful Cultivation, alright. Another Tales of Master Sashiro, fantastic. Yeah, I mean... Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to play the black after all. I think it was worthy choice to have taken the Gloom Shrieker at the time, but doesn't look like it's going to be a necessity here. Just a very solid green-white list, although, man, we are so much heavier green than white that this Brilliant Restoration is maybe not castable. I mean, what's my mana base going to look like? The Blossoming Sands, and then how many? At least 9 forest, right? Kind of awkward. I mean, this isn't a thing that you want to cast as soon as you can anyways. I guess it's a late game play, so... If we run like 9-7 in favor of green... It's not crazy to think that I'd still be able to get quad white eventually down the line. And we have like double commune to go find some white sources in a pinch. Need to find some cuts here though. I think this should be a 16 land deck pretty easily. Double cultivation. Let's see. What don't we need here? I don't like the Roaring Earth. I don't think we need that. And maybe just cut one commune. 16 lands should be fine. In which case, what's the mana base? 8-7 in Blossoming Sands? Something like that. Yeah, I think that looks good to me. Alright, pretty straightforward green-white enchantment deck. Yeah, I think this should do pretty reasonably well. I'd be surprised if we didn't get, you know, minimum 4 wins with this deck. It doesn't have, like, any super flashy cards, but just good enough. Should be a fun one. All right, we are on the draw. Hand looks great. Peperino Cappuccino. Ooh. We are playing against potentially the mirror. They could also be like green-black. Nope, it's going to be white-green versus white-green. All right, let's go. We have some of the best mirror breakers. Fade into Antiquity, fantastic. Spinning Wheel Kick, fantastic. That's a good one too, if they can find some cards to get in the yard. I mean, this is kind of funny, but it's not bad that we're drawing this many planes, right? We have the Brilliant Restoration in the deck somewhere. Even though we have one more green source than white. We don't really need double green for a while anyway. Double top. Yeah, the opponent has a punch or a pump 100%, huh? If I double block, what happens? They use their trick, I get to draw a card, and then we're pretty far behind, but kind of just need to force it out. Yep. Damn, fourth planes now. Alright, then we're gonna play the Bearer of Memory. We're probably gonna attack for 5 this turn, assuming they play another enchantment. Yes. Ooh, and they're gonna mill a couple cards too. So they get to, well, I guess they don't have an enchantment in their graveyard to mill. Oh, why did they choose yes? Isn't this a May? Oh, no, it doesn't exile. Okay, I see. I hope they don't have the 4 damage spell here. Excellent. So as long as my Bearer of Memory doesn't leave the battlefield this turn, we're gonna be able to double kick. Assuming they don't put another 1/1 counter on it. I'm guessing they're probably just gonna put the 1/1 counter on the Hand of Enlightenment. So I'm gonna go to 10 here. They're gonna cast Befriending the Moths. Yep. And now we get to go land. Kick for 2. I don't think we worry about the Generous Visitor quite yet. I think we just need to stabilize on damage. Get to attack for 5 Vigilance. And then next turn our Tails is also flipping, so... The Bearer of Memory giving trample here is actually pretty relevant. They're attacking with their 1/1. Okay, I'm gonna take it. They might just have another intervention. If it's a ninja, then they get me good, but I'm not blocking there. They clearly have something. If it is intervention, we're gonna get them. With the Story Weave is my guess. So like play land. And we can actually bait out the well, no, let's just attack first. And now they can't block with the Kirin. That was obvious they had the Wanderer's Intervention, so pretty easy play around. They went to 1? We are gonna just fade the Moth right now, because we want to... That gets rid of a 4 toughness blocker for them, and our Bearer of Memory just gives trample next turn. Very greedy no block. Sure, okay, that takes away my trample ability, but they're still left in chump duty for the legacy. That's a pretty good draw too. Okay, that's not great for us. That's a really solid draw, and they double top, so we're gonna need to find something this turn. That ain't bad. I think we want to make Visitor a 2/2 here. Trade that away while the getting's good. We're saving the Tamios for one of our large creatures. Saving the Visitor is not worth it. Wouldn't be surprised if they topped like another Arrest or Repel the Vile and we just get him with the safekeeping. Okay. Well, that's not great for us, but they don't have a land yet to make a token. Alright, we are starting to fall behind now. Because all they need to do is invest 1 mana every turn into the shrine, and this doesn't trample. Need to draw one of my other fades. Did I pick up 2 or 3 fades in this draft? They keep looking at their graveyard too, so I'm guessing they also have a freaking Season of Renewal. Ugh. Okay. 5 mana pass. That ain't bad. Lets my Preserver attack this turn as well. I think I'm just gonna let this trade happen. This is just 100% Seasons of Renewal, right? Yep. Oh, and they drew a Weaver of Harmony? Alright, I need to draw Fade into Antiquity this turn. So I can fade the Arrest, attack with both, and have double trample. Well, not double trample, but I guess that's not even lethal then. Yikes. Alright. Can the dog save me? That's pretty good. That's really good. Oh wait, artifact or creature. Never mind. This doesn't get rid of their Arrest. So we can... I mean, I guess I attack for 7. And see if they block. Okay, they're just chumping, that's fine. I can flicker my Bearer of Memory on their turn to get back my trampling ability. Or I could just eat their Shrine this turn. Or their Weaver of Harmony. I guess it's probably better to eat their Weaver. Well... the Shrine's giving them blockers every turn. God, this is kind of tough. The Weaver's gonna start going off. Alright. They would have been able to double the Shrine trigger and make 2 1/1s a turn. Also, the Weaver just makes all of their creatures bigger, you know? Crazy game one. Holy smokes, that's not a very good draw for me. Doesn't trample though. So we can just chump with the good boy. They make a token, I attack with 2 lethal creatures. With vigilance. This is a crazy game. Okay. Go back up to 9. Don't mind chumping. We're saving for these vigilance creatures. That's also not a terrible draw. Actually, it doesn't even attack into their Kappa, so never mind. I was thinking of sandbagging this so that they don't know I have another hasty threat, but they just have too many creatures anyways. Not hasty creatures, too many blockers anyways. Don't tell me they drew another Season of Renewal or something. I guess they could just chump attack with their Yamazaki here if they wanted to get one of their random enchantments back. Looks like they're just going to pass. Okay, that's not bad. Putting that on our plains means we have 3 creatures that have vigilance and attack into their portrait. So this is a triple chump turn. Dude, this is a crazy green-white grind game. Okay, fine with all that. Alright, looks like they just gave up. I mean, they weren't 100% dead, but they must have had 2 lands in their hand. So they were going to have to double chump again or something. Oh, that would have been the perfect game for that damn restoration card. It was going to get back so many different cards, right? It gets back artifacts too, so it gets back our Circuit Mender. I think we had 2 dogs in the graveyard. It gets back our Preserver. It gets back... I mean... would have been fantastic. Oh my lord. Oh my lord again. These hands are terrible. God. Wait, was that a 3 planes again? We keep drawing the majority of our lowest mana source. Alright, come on, Spirited Companion. Off the top, please. And we're gonna get run over this game. Versus the ninjas. Samurai, rather. Wow. Okay. Well. There were a lot of lands on top of my library. Holy crap. How many lands on top of that? 5? 6? We drew Commune, I guess, but we're literally just gonna die without doing anything. Good beats. We're gonna play like Tales of Master Seshiro when we're taking 5 here minimum. So we're gonna take another 10 before anything happens. Yeah, that's not good. Make that take 6 here, go to 10. We can just scoop next turn. Oh, okay, maybe. Maybe that finds something castable. Okay, okay. Okay. Now hold up. That had to be one of our better sequences we could draw there. Because now all of their ground threats are neutralized. I'm still taking some damage in the air, but... oh, it's not great. It's not great at all. We take 2 and then we take 3. So... great. What a troll. Alright. I'll scoop it up. That was basically us not doing anything and the opponent just free rolling. Gold fishing, as they say. Blame the mulligan. Blame the infinite lands. Yeah, this is a much better hand. We're hoping they're playing a lot of artifacts and enchantments, but every deck is playing some number, so not concerned. Go ahead and lead on turn 1 Commune, see what we find. We lost our 2 big top end cards. Let's take the lifelinker here over the bearer. So no kick, no restoration. I don't think we have too many ways to shuffle those cards back either. Oh, that's more scary. Running out the prototype. You don't see this card played very frequently. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I've played it before. Usually when normally it was just at the beginning of the format. I haven't played it since, but... let's get our lifelinker online. Between Fade and Repel, our disciples should be able to attack pretty reasonably. I don't know what they're gonna do here, but I'm going to attack. Five mana pass. Sure. Shrines, Kami War. All of these things are possibility. I mean, it's not like the blue shrine's a huge threat, but it is a blocker right now, and odds are they probably have a few more shrines in their deck. Plus we have a redundant Fade, so seems okay. When we play the tails, either of our 2/3s are good options. Assuming it resolves. I don't think we need the life versus what they're doing, so I'd rather put it on the Circuit Mender. Reason being is, if they want to use a removal spell on the Circuit Mender, as long as it's like not a completion that leaves it on the battlefield, we'll get to draw an extra card. Sure. So they're gonna flicker their companion and make some multi-block? Okay. Good by me. What is going on over there? I mean, I guess they don't even have white mana yet if they're actually doing the Kami. I think I'm just going to put the pressure on. 7/7 Vigilance Trample. Sorry, 7/7 Vigilance. Based. Womp womp. Good news is we get to fade post-combat. They did have the completion, by the way, for my Circuit Mender. Okay. Hey, their prototype did something. Woohoo! Alright, they're over it. They were gonna have to chump the 7/7, take 4, go to 5, and then, I don't know. Seems pretty hard to win from that position, but don't know what their deck was doing. I'm guessing it was just some kind of weird shrine nonsense. We didn't really see anything, though, to get a good idea. And I mean, that's the way our game was when we lost. I didn't really do anything and the opponent just steamrolled me. Proud to say that I've taken the #1 spot on 17 lands tracker for match wins in this format and trophies. Well, was already up ahead, way in trophies, but I kept this hand. It's on the play with a bunch of removal. Is it good? Maybe not, but seems like it's a fine keep. Blue-green Jukai Trainee. I'm gonna guess that Trainee's probably gonna deal quite a bit of damage to me unless I touch the Spirit Realm it. But I'm gonna wait a little bit first. Do I get punished by a ninja? I do. Ay. I guess we're just gonna fade into Antiquity that. Yeah, I like doing that. Two, 3 for 3. I also like seeing that. Somehow I always get the quad white. Alright, hopefully this game is a game where we get to actually use this. I mean, I'm only a land off from activating, but trading is not bad when I have restoration, you know? Nah. I should probably trade here. Short circuit. Okay. I guess now we're gonna flicker my own creature. That was good. We don't mind the touch going to the graveyard, because remember, the Brilliant Restoration is gonna get it back. Would ideally like to find some more action. This is not a great attack by them. Get a free eat here. Get to fade their Tanuki. We're not blocking because that turns into a 3-3 on block, so we might as well get in for 4 and just play out another 4-3. So currently this is a 7 mana O-ring, which could be worse. Could be a hell of a lot better, but certainly could be worse. Yes, that is a card that we will want to... Brilliant Restoration, I would say. Yikes. Well, I'm gonna attack because I can't block. Oh man, this is the saddest restoration I've ever seen in my life. But, you know what? Tameshi's insane, so it's definitely worth it. Oh my gosh! Alright, well, now I'm feeling pretty dead. Go to 10. What do they give those? Vigilance. We do want to play at our land so that we can play the Grove Archer here and hold up Pump from the Bearer. Yeah, that's probably GG. Alright, I mean, I'll give it one more draw step, but this is pretty easy scoop position. They play just too many good bombs here. Tameshi plus Invoke is very, very hard to beat. But I resolved my 7 mana quad white card. How did I not win? I would have swung out there with the trainee as well if I were them. Alright, double block like this. Pump up our Grove Archer. Take care of half of their card. That's not good enough. Alright, GG's. We'll scoop it up there. The Tameshi is going to be too hard to beat anyways, even if I could deal with the other 4-5. What's our record now? 2-2? Like I said, I think this deck can get to 4 wins. And we'll be happy with that if we do. I'm not expecting 7. But 4 should be believable. We keep getting these really awkward, like, all fade into Antiquity hands. See, this is the kind of hand we needed. This is a hand where the Brilliant Restoration might actually be fantastic, right? Got one of our early dogs. Now the question is, will this be a game where we can hit quad white? Well, maybe not. Michiko's Reign of Truth. I love that play. I mentioned it yesterday, but people don't run out Michiko's enough when they don't have any other play, because that's just going to turn into something big later, you know? I think I'm going to grab the Plains here over the Harmonious, because we already have a good curve of 4 to 5 right now. I'd be very surprised if they used a removal spell on my dog. Now we get some fantastic value. Sure, make a couple 1/1s. Those aren't artifacts or anything, though. Do a white shrine? Okay, they're doing things. I need to find my Fade into Antiquity. Or one of my Oh, actually, I guess I bottomed one, didn't I? Surprised they didn't block there with their one of their Born to Drive tokens. They have to be missing a color. It's a good draw. Okay, let's lead with an attack for 6 vigilance. I assume a chump is in order. Play the dog out. And then we're going to touch the Spirit Realm on their white shrine. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Sure. Do they have another land for it, though? They do not, so they are going to take a beating here. Actually, we don't even want to enchant that, do we? With our restoration in hand, we kind of just want to channel these away and make a bunch of 1/1s. Okay. So they get to scry to finally look for their other color, presumably. Oh. And just completely off it. Alright. And that was a non-game, really. I mean, they did a lot of stuff, but pretty sure they were just missing an entire color. And we had too much big pressure on the board at that point. Ah, that was the game! Or that was going to be the game where Brilliant Restoration did something. Good beats. On to the next video. One more win, that's all I want. 4 wins with this deck, I will be happy. I've seen worse decks do better, so why not? Yeah, this hand is actually okay. Needs more white for the restoration, but we do have cultivations to ramp out and then get back later, so we already have 2 enchantments to technically get back. And another mirror, huh? Alright. Terminal. If I draw Fade into Antiquity, I will just kill that. No more forests, please. Prancer is so good. I will trade away my Bearer of Memory for your Prancer if you would like to, my friend. Deal. Don't you worry. Fade! I want to just draw dogs. Dogs on dogs on dogs. Where are my spirit companions? All these green sources are terrible. I ain't scared of you, let's go! Should have played out their samurai first. Oh my gosh, what if they have a Brilliant Restoration? Sure. I think I'm gonna land pass here. See, that's what I want to draw. Spirited Companion into Spirited Companion into another white source or something. Forest is the worst possible draw on the deck. I guess I should just play it safe then. Get my Grove Archer online, because if they do have a like an arrest for my Living Legacy, I want to be able to block. Ooh, things are getting sketchy. Huh. Huh. For 2? That's not even good right now. I think I'm gonna wait a turn. I figure even if they kill my legacy this turn, we still have Grove Archer. Okay. We're gonna have a really bad day if they have a second removal spell here. I don't think they have anything. I think this is just getting in for damage, yeah. There we go, we found a kill target. Oh, we didn't find a kill target because they have Selfless Samurai. Well, we still get to technically 2 for 1 here. Because they're going to sack their Samurai to protect their Tameshi. But now, once again, we are going to lose to the Meshi. Yeah. God, Tameshi is so freaking good. And now they can get back Tanuki next turn. So I need to draw my... Oh, my lord. Okay, I was going to say I need to draw my O-Ring, but now we're taking how much damage? It has 7? Yes, we get to cast it. It's terrible, but we get to cast it. Oh my god. I love it. I didn't have a creature on the battlefield to attach the Careful Cultivation. So I had to attach it to one of their things. Alright, well, if we're gonna lose, at least we get to cast our stupid Brilliant Restoration. Alright, like I said, this deck wasn't great. I would have been happy with 4 wins there, but... Good beats. Fun little deck. Stupid card. But maybe not the best I've ever seen. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you played in the open today, I hope you did well. If not, better luck next time. Later.